From Cobalt Drake to Aero Pegasus and to Valkyrie Volt, Homage bays have been dominating the Beyblade X series both casually and competitively. These bays have been the most sought after bays in Beyblade history. But today we are finally checking out the latest Homage bay in the game, Clock Mirage, and this bay is interesting. So let's check out the latest UX release on Homage Bay and see if the weirdest quirk in Beyblade X is actually the best gimmick of all time, or if this bay is a massive flop. So let's get right to it. But before we continue on with this video, if you're wanting a Clock Mirage for yourself or any of the latest releases of Beyblade X, go check out malloftoys.com, sponsor of this channel. Mall of Toys is your one-stop shop for everything Beyblade, from launchers to stadiums and to the latest releases of Beyblade X, including the pre-orders of the all-new Emperor Might deck set and Wolf Hunt. Just make sure you guys use code LetSPinBays2 at checkout to knock off 5% of that total cost of yours in the end. That is malloftoys.com. February of 2011, Takara Tomy and Hasbro released a bay that changed competitive Beyblade forever with Twisted Tempo. Now this bay alone rewrote the rules and struck more fear into players than any other bay around the world. But now, almost 15 years later, Twisted Tempo has been revived with the all-new UX16 Clock Mirage. However, a lot of controversy has been circling this release, and we're about to break it down and uncover the truth on its viability and usefulness both casually and competitively. Clock Mirage is a random booster select, but for the first time in Beyblade X, all three selections bear the same stock combo, just in different color schemes, from the bright pink and yellow blade to the OG stock deep jade color, and the most iconic of them all, the original Twisted Tempo translucent black color scheme. So right away, you do not have to worry about purchasing multiple packages just to try to get the stock combo, which I find actually be a relief, especially for those on a budget. But that aside, there are a few notable things about this release, starting with its general size. Clock Mirage is now the largest in terms of width in Beyblade X, being a total of 2mm larger than the standard width of Beyblade X, which is 1mm wider than even Wizard Rod. Size alone is a daunting thing to see, especially in Beyblade X. However, due to the increase in size, the blade is notably slimmer than any other blade, maintaining the general balance in Beyblade X, with an average weight of around 38 grams for the blade alone. So it's good to see Takara Tomy paying attention to the balance of the game. But Clock Mirage features a distinctive circular shape with 60 small tooth-like bumps, which aids in its ability to retain insane stamina. The design also incorporates a curling pattern resembling a clock and a gear mechanism, which directly refers to its Metal Fight inspiration, Twisted Tempo. But aside from that, the blade is also where all the controversies and the division comes from. The blade's design is very specific and is only compatible with the XX5 type ratchets like the 455, 385, M85, and the new 965, making it incompatible with most standard ratchets in the Beyblade X series. Now on top of that, Clock Mirage has a massive cylindrical base, which gives it a massive gap between the blade and the ratchet. In theory, this would aid in protecting the ratchet by keeping the ratchet low enough to evade most blades. However, with the XX5 ratchets, bursting them is relatively easy since Bit's own burst resistance doesn't really matter. I personally am not a fan of the XX5 ratchets, but this bay may or may not change that. However, that will bring us to our newest ratchet, and that's going to be the 965 ratchet. The 9 ratchets in general and all height variations have been some of the all-time most used and best ratchets competitively and casually. I am curious and more so worried on how easy the 965 ratchet will be able to burst, since the locking mechanisms in the XX5 ratchets are tension based, giving all the same burst resistance no matter what bit you have equipped with it. So that does have me worried, but then again, this could change my mind on the XX5 ratchets, and this ratchet might actually be very good. Who knows? We'll have to test it. But now we have the ball bit, and not much needs to be really covered about the ball bit. Ball bit is the oldest bit in the game and is also the most used bit competitively due to its solid performance defensively and in the stamina field. The ball bit does set the standard for stamina types in Beyblade X, so that much we could say about the ball bit. Overall though, Clock Mirage 965 ball looks weird and interesting to say the least, but it does have my curiosity piqued on how well it's going to actually perform. Its weight is relatively average, coming in at a total weight of 44.18 grams, which is a bit heavier than both Wizard Rock combos. However, the gap between the blade and the ratchet is going to be my biggest fear for this blade. Now right away I could see a lot of bursts for this bay, since all we have seen online so far is of this bay bursting. But let's get that stadium out and test it for ourselves in stock combo form, so we can gauge how the blade interacts with other bays and see if this bay lives up to its predecessor's terrifying name. And there we go, the stadium is out. And as always, we'll be using the standard Extreme Stadium by Takara Tomy for these battles. This is the best stadium to use when testing out a new bay or a new combo. Alright, so the very first combo we got is going to be Pegasus Blast Wheel 360 Free Ball. This is going to be an interesting one. This right now is currently peak stamina / defensive build for the current Beyblade X meta. So it's going to be a good testing ground to see how good Clock Mirage's stamina and its own defenses are. So we're going to first put it up against Pegasus Blast, Wheel 360, and Free Ball, and see how well it does. Now here we go, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Alright, here we go, Clock Mirage. I am excited to see what it is fully capable of doing. Stock combo Clock Mirage going up against Pegasus Blast. This is a competitive Pegasus Blast combo, so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a good way to kind of see where Clock Mirage is going to be in potential use for the meta. Now these stamina battles, they are going to suck up some time. They are going to be slow. But this is Beyblade X, and we have seen some stamina type builds and stamina battles get rather explosive. So this is going to be interesting to see where this goes. But look at that. Clock Mirage is not even budging. Pegasus Blast going down. Easy. That was easy money. That was not even a contest for Clock Mirage. But let's battle them some more. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, look how perfectly balanced Clock Mirage is. You can definitely tell just by looking at that, just looking at it spin, definitely tell why Takara Tomy had to put some type of nerf on it. Just look at it go, eating away at Pegasus Blast. It's going to be no contest whatsoever. Yeah, he's just eating it up. Eating it up. But yeah, these battles are going to be long drawn out against stamina types, but it's always good to test it out against other stamina types and other baits you're going to run against in a tournament. But there he goes. Look how strong he's still spinning. This is incredible. And 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Now, we're probably not going to battle these guys all too much just because of how long these battles are going to be drawn out. But we're getting a good idea of what it's capable of in stock combo, which means we could get an idea of what we could do for competitive builds. But you can see the way it's working is just sucking up and absorbing every single hit Pegasus Blast has on it. Just no contest. Pegasus Blast is already out of juice. Yep, just like that. That was actually probably the fastest stamina battle I have seen. So that's good. That's good for Clock Mirage, and he's still spinning so strong. Let's actually just battle these guys one more time. Then we're going to switch out the bays and put it up against some other attack types, and bays are a little bit more mobile, so we can get a little bit more action. So, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Boom! There we go. Come on. Boom, boom. I do not see Clock Mirage being able to get any type of knockout finishes at all. He's just a complete energy absorber. I might have spoken just too soon right there. Yeah, he's a complete energy absorber. He is just absorbing everything. Yeah, Pegasus Blast going down. Pegasus Blast, this combo, this competitive combo is not even denting Clock Mirage's stamina. This is impressive. But yeah, there we go. Let's switch out the base. Let's spice things up just a little bit more, so we're not all just sitting here watching long, drawn-out, boring stamina battles, despite how good it is to test it out in situations like this, because you're more likely going to run across a stamina build in any Beyblade X tournament, especially this Pegasus Blast combo or even the Wizard Rod combo or whatever, you're going to have these kind of battles, so it's good to be prepared and good to test it out against other bays of the same type. Alright, so what better way to do it than to throw it up against Phoenix Wing, 360, Low Rush. One of the best attack type combos in Beyblade X currently, is still a top dog in the competitive field almost 2 years later. So let's see how well stock Clock Mirage does up against Phoenix Wing, 360, and Low Rush. Now here we go, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Here we go! Was contact even made? I'm not sure. Let's just redo that. Alright, here we go, 3, 2, 1, go shoot! There we go. See what Clock Mirage could do. Nope, there's a one hit. He's gone. That one little tap. Oh, Phoenix Wings is cleaning up. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot. Boom. Come on, Clock Mirage. Come on, buddy. Boom. Oh, he got deflected. He didn't burst. Oh, he almost got wrung out, though. He's tanking those hits. I'm just waiting for... He could tank those hits, and he's barely budging. Look at that. He's still perfectly stable. That's actually really impressive. Here we go. Yeah, Phoenix Wing is smoked. He is done here. There we go. We got a good, solid win for Clock Mirage on an attack type. That's a good sign. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, it's going to be a burst. Just the way Clock Mirage is moving. Come on, tank it! Clock Mirage is going on the offensive. He's gonna burst. He's gotta burst. Oh my god, he is actually tanking those hits. Let's go! Yeah, he got that. He's gonna get this. With how stable Clock Mirage is, it would be literally a miracle if Phoenix Wing took this battle. There, yeah, he's going. Okay, I had to hold my breath because it looked like Phoenix Wing might have a chance, but no, he doesn't. He's done. He's done. And let's go! Boom, boom! Come on, Clock Mirage! Ooh, Clock Mirage going on the offensive. Phoenix Wing's at a real dangerous angle. That's all it takes. That's all it takes to burst Clock Mirage. Okay. Yeah, that's it for Phoenix Wing. Unless Phoenix Wing gets a sudden burst right here, he's done. He's done. Just how quickly Clock Mirage is able to drain all the attack power out of him. That is impressive, actually. Okay, he's really not doing too bad at all against a very low sitting attack type. Now, everywhere, all I have seen is people, I don't know, I don't want to call people out and say people are just like clipping it, you know, and just being cherry picking battles or whatnot. It is capable of being burst with one shot. That we have already seen in this video. But the percentage that we are seeing online, I don't think it's anywhere near as high. I think this 965 Ratchet is actually doing a pretty solid job at not bursting, which is kind of surprising. I'm not a big fan of the 0.5 Ratchets, but this one's actually doing pretty good. Let's battle these guys a few more times and see if we can take any more wins. All right, let's get one more good battle for these guys. So 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Oh, that was a good counter. I'm surprised he did not burst. I am really surprised not. Oh, he's at very low. This could be a burst right here. No, we got it. We got it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, he is out of juice. Phoenix Wing is smoked. Unless he just... I would be so shocked if Phoenix Wing still takes a spin finish right here. I would legitimately be shocked. Whoa, that was close. Oh my god. Alright, we still got that. We still got that though. That was barely. Oh my god, I was holding my breath. Woo-wee. I about ate my own words right there. Alright, let's switch out the bays now. Let's bring in another top tier bay that we haven't really seen too much lately, but let's bring them in and let's see how well they do. Alright, so we do got a fan favorite Silver Wolf combo in the 980 Hexa. It has been a while since we have used this combo, but it's still a fantastic combo to use in the game. So we're going to put up our Clock Mirage stock combo up against Silver Wolf 980 in Hexa to see how good it is. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Boom, boom. Did we get... Oh my god, we got a burst on Silver Wolf in 2 hits. I don't know how long I have been trying to burst Silver Wolf, and we burst him in the first battle. 980 has been it's been harder for me to burst than the 960, but we just burst that in the first battle with Clock Mirage of any bay. That is impressive. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Yeah, let's try that again. That was awesome. So 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Clock Mirage, let's go. There we go. Thing is, even with a 0.65 Ratchet and Silver Wolf being on an 80 Ratchet, Clock Mirage sits so high that his gimmick is useless. You're gonna have to have in like the M85 for his gimmick to be mildly effective against Clock Mirage. So I can see this going one-sided for sure. Clock Mirage is definitely gonna just overpower Silver Wolf. Yeah, you can already see it. Silver Wolf's got nothing on Clock Mirage. Yeah, he's going down. There we go, going down. Hell yeah. Now here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Alright, here we go. Clock Mirage. Boom, boom. There we go. Clock Mirage is actually such a large bay. It's very, very large. There you go. It's gonna be easy money. Easy money for, I'm gonna predict really anything on Hexa. Clock Mirage stock combo, I guarantee, will be anything you put on Hexa. The Silver Wolf, I guarantee, is going down. As strong as Silver Wolf is spinning, look at that. Clock Mirage is not even budging. Silver Wolf keeps wobbling. I guarantee Silver Wolf is going to go down. Oh, we got some gimmick action. We got the free spinning gimmick. Is it enough to save him? No, he's just getting eaten alive. There we go. Clock Mirage on Silver Wolf. Easy money. Let's get one more battle in with Silver Wolf. So 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, oh, Silver Wolf's starting to hit a little bit harder. The pushback is real, but it's not enough. Ooh, going for an extreme. Not enough, though. Yep, already, this is endgame. This is endgame. Just stock Clock Mirage. If you can get your base trapped right in the stamina battle, you have secured yourself a victory. Silver Wolf is going down. Yeah, just like that. That was probably the easiest I've ever seen Silver Wolf been taken down, and so consistently at that. That's really impressive for a stock combo bay. Now, I know I have told people Clock Mirage is not really worth, it's not something you need. You could pass on it if you want, but it's actually a really solid, for how goofy this thing looks. This thing is actually really, really solid, even for stock combo form. So I'm excited to kind of test out with some other combos. But we're going to switch out the bays again. We're going to toughen up the competition for Clock Mirage, and we're going to put it up against another mobile, heavier attacker. So we're going to do that up against Clock Mirage, because we can already tell Clock Mirage is going to dominate in the stamina field. Alright, so we are going to bring in Cobalt Dragoon, 560 elevate, best bay in stamina, best LAD, and it has actually very decent attack power with the way the weight distribution of this blade, its general weight and its shape of design and everything. So this bay is peak. It's still one of the best combos in Beyblade X. So we're going to put up our Clock Mirage. We're going to test out the stock combo up against Cobalt Dragoon 560 elevate to really put it to the test. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go. Shoot! Alright, here we go. Let's see if Clock Mirage can take out one of the best bays in Beyblade X. There you go. He's keeping him in the center. Dragoon's trying real hard to move out. Oh, no. Yep, that's in. Dragoon's just beating the crap out of him now. Oh, yeah. Dragoon's got this. Well, he's back to being stable. That's a good sign. He still doesn't have enough stamina. You can only hope. Dragoon's actually starting to wobble hardcore. Come on, Clock Mirage, let's go! Oh my god, did he take that? It looked like Clock Mirage spun a little bit longer, or that was draw. If you guys saw what just happened, you guys gotta comment what you thought. Did Clock Mirage stock combo just outspin Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate? If so, amazing. That's really cool. That's good. That is good. Let's keep battling them and let's keep pushing our Clock Mirage to the limits. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! Clock Mirage, let's go! Dragoon has the capabilities of bursting bays, so I would not be surprised if Dragoon could burst Clock Mirage. The Clock Mirage is tanking those hits. There we go, come on. Yeah, usually right here, when you see a bay that's lower and it's going underneath the opponent's bay, like underneath the blade, like how Dragoon is on Clock Mirage, usually the other bay that's underneath easily and quickly gets destabilized. But look at that, he is eating Cobalt Dragoon up. He's just, look at that, he's eating him alive. Oh my god, woo! Okay, there we go. I am not seeing things. He actually just ate Cobalt Dragoon alive. That is insane. Yeah, most of the time, if you get a bay going up underneath the blade, hitting right up here, it's either A, it's going to be an automatic burst because the Ratchet's right there, especially with a gap as big as that, as big as what's on Clock Mirage. But he's up and under there, and Clock Mirage is not even budging and just eating away at Cobalt Dragoon. That was actually really impressive. I'm actually kind of mind blown about that. That was impressive. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! See if we can do it again. Oh, there's a burst. Yep. You cannot tilt Clock Mirage. He becomes dragon food. Now here we go. 3, 2, 1, go shoot! All right, Clock Mirage, let's go! Oh, wow! Cobalt Dragoon is pissed. That was a sick elevate dash. Hell yeah. Here we go. Let's go. Let's do this. Come on. Let's go, Clock Mirage. Oh, get that Ratchet out. There we go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. There we go. This is what I want. This is what I want to see again. As long as Clock Mirage can stay near that center, allow his blade to sit over top of Cobalt Dragoon like this, he has a very high chance of outspinning it. Look at that. Dragoon's going down again. Let's go. Woo! There we go. Just like that. Just like that. That's insane. I'm telling you. That's absolutely insane. I love this. All right, here we go. Let's go. See if we get one more good solid win for Clock Mirage on Cobalt Dragoon. There we go. There we go. There we go. Ooh, that could be a burst. There we go. Just suck up all that stamina. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, come on. This is pushing it. Now, I do apologize. Some of these battles are really long, you guys, and I do apologize for that. But again, in all reality, this is what you're going to be facing a lot of in the tournament scene. But look at that. Once more. Cobalt Dragoon, one of the all-time best combos in Beyblade X, is getting outspun by stock Clock Mirage. Now, these parts are all fantastic for Clock Mirage, don't get me wrong. I actually think this 965 Ratchet, as much as I don't like the 0.5 Ratchets, the 965 Ratchet is actually not doing too bad at all whatsoever. This is impressive. I'm actually very, 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 very impressed by this goofy bottle cap looking bay right here. This is actually incredible, and I cannot wait to test out some combos with it. Clock Mirage 965 Ball. As goofy as it looks, and despite Takara Tomy nerfing the Twisted Tempo design, is still an incredible stock combo. I am truly impressed with how powerful it is and how it was able to tank some of the hardest hits from bays like Phoenix Wing and Cobalt Dragoon. What is even more impressive is its ability to outspin one of the all-time best combos in Beyblade X, Cobalt Dragoon 560 Elevate. Now, the gap between the blade and the ratchet is still a major hindrance to this bay and any combo you want to run with it. However, it wasn't anywhere near as bad as I had been anticipating it. I am still personally not a huge fan of the XX5 ratchets, although the 965 did far better than I ever would have assumed it would have. I am pretty stoked that Takara Tomy released all 3 random booster select options with the same stock combo, and it definitely makes things easier for those who don't want to spend the extra money chasing the stock combo. But overall, Clock Mirage 960 Ball is a beast of a bay, and although it may not live up to Twisted Tempo's utter fear that it struck, it still held its own against some of the top dog meta combos in the game fairly well. But comment down below your thoughts on this bottle cap bay, and what combos are you guys running with it that has been working for you. Stay tuned, we do have more Beyblade X content coming to Let's Spin Bays, including an all new combo video, as well as the Infinity Stadium's first look. So be sure that you have that subscribe button smashed and that bell notification turned on so you're not missing out on the next epic video. In the meantime, have yourselves a great morning, day, or night, and I'll catch you in the next video.